Hi, it's Terry Vanover with Choosing to Rise, and I'm a divorce strategist. I help you come through divorce without being legally, financially, and emotionally devastated. But most importantly, I help you to heal so that you can transition confidently into this next phase of your life post divorce. So, today we are talking about why you're still alone. Now, this is a topic that's near and dear to my heart because I struggled with loneliness both during my marriage and after I got divorced. It was a really big struggle for me feeling lonely. So, I want to ask you, what emotion is holding you back? Is it loneliness? Is it guilt? Is it regret? Is it anger and bitterness? So these things can hold you back, right? But here's the thing, if you're holding on to those feelings, the thing is, it's going to affect you. And I mean in a devastating way. Holding on to these feelings and loneliness is kind of like it's a new concern for people in the mental health world because loneliness has become this huge issue now and it really impacts people and it impacts their health. So the thing is, like, this will affect your health. It'll affect anxiety, depression. You'll have chronic pain and chronic illnesses. People who deal with loneliness don't tend to heal or are as healthy, and you have greater health issues. And divorced women are 35% more likely to have a heart attack. Divorced men have a mortality rate that's 250 times greater than other men, married men. I mean, that statistic just blows my mind when I hear about that. And here's the thing: if you don't deal with the ramifications of your divorce, if you don't figure out and do an autopsy of what went wrong, the chance of you having a successful second marriage or third marriage or whatever it is, hopefully not a third marriage, but second marriage, is like so slim. The chance of you, once you've had one divorce, the chance of you having a second divorce is now 67%. So let me ask you, if you were to get on a plane, if you wanted to board a plane and the chance of you crashing on that plane were 67%, would you get on that plane? Probably not. But we are so enamored with love and we often ignore the red flags, or we don't do the work that we need to do so that we can it is preventable. That's the thing, though. If you do the work, if you figure it out, if you hire the right people and get the right support, you can get past that, right? You don't have to die in a plane crash. So like I said, so if you're struggling with feeling alone and you want to know why you're alone, you need to invest in yourself and hire the right person. Hire a divorce strategist. And the reason why I say a divorce strategist is because you need someone that understands the grieving process of divorce, that understands the implications of divorce. I've been through divorce, so I understand what a devastating time. I understand the feelings, the emotional roller coaster that you're on, but you need someone that specializes in this because you need the right tools, the right resources, that someone that can help you navigate the stress and the overwhelm and help you develop a plan for yourself post divorce, help you to heal and help you develop better insight into yourself so that you don't make the same mistake again, right? So that leads me to the second tip that I have for you, which is taking responsibility for your role in the failure of your marriage or the failure of your relationships. If you find yourself attracting the wrong partner over and over again, you really need to take accountability for yourself. Where am I not showing up? What am I doing? Why am I attracting the same person over and over? What am I doing that I need to change? Or where am I not speaking up for myself? Maybe I'm not putting healthy boundaries up, and you're picking people who push those boundaries and push those boundaries. So it's not about a blame. And listen, we all have relationships with people that are totally unhealthy and you got out of that unhealthy relationship. That's a great thing. But you need to take accountability for what got you into that relationship or what you're doing and continuing to doing in these patterns. And let me tell you, it's not about blame, but it does feel really great when you accept responsibility in your part and you're no longer a victim. You're not a victim to other people. Other people aren't doing things to yourself. You're identifying what you're doing, and then you can change it. You can figure it out and change it. So the next thing is, like, how do you change it, right? Well, you need to identify the subconscious part of you that's broken, that's attracting the same person over and over again, or not speaking up for yourself, or allowing other people to take advantage of you, because it might be subconscious, and these issues you may not have even thought, but they are ruling the choice that you're making. So you need to identify where these things started, and then healing them so that you aren't continuing these same patterns. And it can be even something like, perhaps you're, like me, and that you have a pattern of being more comfortable in that kind of a negative space. So you have a propensity to sabotage a good relationship when it does come along. I see that in a lot of people. Or you allow people to override your boundaries, or you don't speak up for yourself. And so you need to heal that, and you need to identify that. And I had a client that I'm working with, and to see her transform when she came to me, just being so anxiety riddled that she was on heavy meds, and to see her transform into this really empowered, confident woman again. I mean, it's just amazing. And the thing is, like, so why you're still alone? That was her question for herself. Why am I still alone? I had a great marriage. What did I do? She was, just surrounded with guilt and regret and remorse. But the truth was, she really had to figure out what was going on and identify why she was stuck in this fantasy with this husband who, when I kind of pointed out to her, I was like, wait a minute, because she said it was so great, so wonderful. But this incident happened and it changed him. But when we took a step back, and I was like, well, wait a minute. So he started cheating on you and lying to you and stealing your money and da 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 da, like, because of this incident that happened? Like, that doesn't make sense, And when she took a step back and reflected, okay, well, maybe I did miss the signs. Maybe I didn't see that he was lying, because my intuition, so for a long time, her body has been really telling her, she's very intuitive, something's off, something's not right. And so for her, identifying and really getting, coming to her Jesus moment and being like, you know what, the truth is, I really missed the signs. He was lying to me about small things, right? But why would he lie about the small things early on in the relationship? And the truth was, it really went back down to her childhood. In her childhood, she was raised in a really toxic environment where they don't talk about their feelings. They don't acknowledge the children. Your feelings don't matter. It doesn't count. We don't care, what your reason is, or da-da. So being in this environment where she never mattered, then she was raised to find someone where she found this guy, and on the surface he seemed great. He was attentive, he did things for her, he was loving, he made her feel that she mattered. But the truth was, that was one thing. He made her feel that she mattered, but the truth was, on the side, he had all these other things. He was lying and secretive, and something wasn't quite right. So she was missing the red flags that he had, because all that really, she was coming from that broken place in her childhood. And once you heal that, and you're choosing partners from your healed place and from your aligned place, it's just amazing. You're going to come up to your 100%, and you'll find someone else who is 100%, and together you come together and bring out the best in each other. You're not manifesting partners from that broken place. You're manifesting partners from that really healed, wonderful place, your best place. So I want to ask you, where do you envision your life a year from now? What do you see for yourself? Do you see yourself in a really wonderful, healthy, happy relationship? Do you see yourself professionally, reaching like really amazing goals, doing really amazing things. Maybe you're traveling, maybe you're a really healthy parent and you're close with your kids. I know you can do it. I've been there. Listen, I grew up just a poor country girl. I mean, my alcoholic father abandoned us when I was 4, and I was sexually abused when I was 7 years old. So I really had a lot of feelings of shame and self-doubt and a sense of abandonment, a lot of unworthiness. And I brought that into my adulthood, but particularly my marriage. And I was insecure, I was controlling, I was needy, I was not a good wife. So this is where I take accountability for my failure in my marriage, right? And within a few short months of our separation, I lost my mom, I lost my home because of the financial mistakes I made, and then I lost my financial credit. And then I lost my health because I was hit by a van while riding my bike. I lost friends and family. I mean, it was just one devastating spiral downward. So I really understanding how divorce can really affect your life negatively, and I understand the stress and the overwhelm that you're going through. So here's the thing though, I can teach you how to overcome that stress, how to heal yourself, and be your best. Find what's best within you, find the strengths within you so you can go forward and do anything that you want to, right? You don't have to live in anxiety. You don't have to live overwhelmed. You can find peace again, right? And so I've gone on and I teach my clients how to be their best and feel confident and full of joy again. And I'm remarried now to a wonderful, fantastic man who just happens to have a New York accent, right? He's a New York Italian. So my kids have a great field day with mocking the two of us. So that's okay. That's all right. Have fun, kids, right? And so we've expanded our family. We have a beautiful daughter together. So we have 5 beautiful kids between us. And I co-parent with my ex-husband and his beautiful new wife, who is one of my best friends, I can say. And we totally support each other through this time. And listen, even after a contentious divorce, things can get better, and you can have a great relationship even after a really shitty divorce. So like I said, you'll see me next week, and I'll be talking about our Thanksgiving together. So I'm a national speaker. I talk about these topics all over the country, and internationally published author. And so I really understand what needs to be done to move past this time, and to understand what you need to do so that you can heal yourself to move forward and find a happy, healthy new relationship. So listen, I know you're full of self-doubt, you lack confidence, your anxiety is through the roof, and you don't know what you want to do. And I can help you learn how to get through that. So if you want to know the one reason why you're still alone and the fastest way to find a new partner, reach out to me. Just Facebook message me, and we'll set up some time to talk, and I will help you through this. All right, I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday, where we're going to talk about more healing and more getting past this and finding yourself and being your best through all of this, right? So I will see you next week, and have a great weekend. Next Wednesday, we'll talk live. All right, bye-bye.